This video is for day one of the computer lab project using Pages. To do this project, you will need your notes from the days that we were looking at magazines. These are the notes on an artist magazine. The notes should have the artist's name at the top. You should also have notes on the artwork that the artist did, your favorite artwork, some information about the artist, a quote by the artist. Those are the things that you should have before starting this project. When you start the project, and we're going to start with research. The day one is just research. You're going to go to Google and you open Safari. When Google opens up, go to Images. Click on Images. And then the first thing you're going to type in is the artist's name. I'm going to use Franz Marc. And what you're looking for first is a photograph or a painting of the actual artist. So I'm going to put his name and then I'm going to put photograph. Now, some of the artists were maybe alive at a time when we didn't have cameras, so then you would have to look for a self-portrait or a portrait of that person. But we're going to do photograph, and then you can see here that several photographs come up, but also a lot of things that are not photographs come up. And this lets you know that whenever you're doing a Google search, you should only really look at the very first few lines of things. Don't scroll way down, because the further down you get, the more unreliable and not appropriate to what you're looking for. Those are the images you're going to have, because these aren't photographs. These are paintings. Some of them maybe not even done by him. So when you find a photograph that you like, you're going to click on it. And this is the same thing that you learned when you were doing the practice, the Van Gogh practice. You can also watch those videos. But when you find an image, you're going to go to View Image, and then you take that image and you pull it out onto the desktop. Okay? And then you go back. I want you to find more than one picture of the artist. Here are some other ones, but now some of these, like this, is obviously not Franz Marc. So you have to be careful what you choose. This picture is also up at the top of the page. I'm going to go for this one because I know this is also a picture of him. I'm going to go View Image and take this one and save it out here also. Now, you'll notice these images this has just numbers for its name, and this actually has numbers and then Franz Marc. If it ever says just image, then you haven't opened it and gone to the image to pull it onto the screen. And you can use it maybe, but you're better off going back and opening it correctly. Okay, once you found a couple of pictures of the artists themselves, then you can go back up to where you did your search. And I'm going to take off photograph, and I'm going to type in the name of the artwork that I liked from the magazine. And the one I liked was called Blue Horses. So I'm going to type that in, Blue Horses, and then hit return for the search. And then here are the pictures of blue horses. And again, these are the pictures that I'm looking for. I know Franz Marc did these. And if I scroll down, I'm going to see things that I know Franz Marc didn't do. This is artwork by students. This is some kind of a photograph. He didn't do these things. So again, you need to only look at the ones that are at the very beginning of your search. Don't keep scrolling down. I'm going to use this one, open it. I'm going to go View Image, and then I'm going to pull it out also onto the desktop. And you can find more than one of the same image if you want. I also want you to look for another artwork that Franz Marc did. It could be a different one about horses, okay? And when you open it, you need to make sure that he did that. This one tells you Franz Marc Blue Horses. I could use that one. But if I go to this one, okay, and I open it, when I read now, I can tell Franz Marc didn't do it. It's by a person named Gina Wallwork, influenced by Franz Marc. But Franz Marc did not paint this picture, so I can't use it. So you really need to be careful and use some common sense and read and make sure that the artist actually did those artworks. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, like this one, if Franz Marc did this one. And, whoops. Back, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm going to View Image, there it is, and I'm going to pull that out. Now, if I wanted to do a picture other than the horses, that would be fine too. And I could go up here just to Franz Marc, delete the blue horses, and look, there's all other kinds of things. Maybe I just want to go animals. And here are some animal pictures that he has done. I'm going to choose the cow, view image, pull that off. Excuse me. Here we go. So now I have on my computer, on the desktop, I have images of the artist, and I have pictures that the artist did. The next thing you're going to look for is quotes. Now you should have quotes in your notes, but you can also, if you found your pictures and there's still time in class, you can look up quotes. And for that, you're not going to go to images. I want you to go to the web. Well, quotes didn't stay. Type quotes on there. Now, the first thing that's going to come up is probably Brainy quotes. Please don't use that. A lot of things in Brainy quotes are not actual quotes by the artist. Go down to something that looks a little more reliable. His biography, it's got his name on it, and then you can scroll down and you're going to find a little bit more out about him, and then you'll probably find some quotes if you look further down through here. If you don't see any, then just hit back, and then you can look on another website. Okay, quotes on painting and animals. Down here, Franz Marc, history and art quotes. You can go to some of those. So find, you might find your same quote, might find one that you like better. If you find one that you want to use, write it down on your notes. After that, just do Franz Marc and a search and go to Wikipedia. Okay, when you open that up, and there should be a Wikipedia on every artist, when you open that up, there's going to be lots of information about him. Okay, it tells you when he was born, when he died, that he's from Germany, he's a painter, and he is a printmaker. Okay, find all kinds of information about him, and you can choose certain things: his early life and education, marriage and family. All of the Wikipedia things are going to look similar to this, so you can find lots of information about him. Possibly even at the end there might be lots of other, like gallery. These are lots of pictures that he did, and you can also look at those things. So day one, like I said, is just for finding information. Once you have the pictures out here on the desktop, you need to save them into your art folder. You should know how to do that. If you've forgotten, you can go back and watch one of the other videos on the Van Gogh practice. In that video, Ms. Pilcher tells you how to do those things. That's the end of day one.